Bhante, what are the different phases of your life as a layperson?
The first phase is school days. I was in a Catholic school in Kuala Lumpur for 12 years, and at that time we had to study the Bible knowledge as one of the subjects for our exam. So I was, could say, because of that, I was fairly knowledgeable about the Bible, and this Catholic religion influenced me very much, attracted me a lot. So much so that at one stage I even thought I was going to baptize as a Catholic. And also the Christian Lasallian brothers, their dedication coming over to Malaysia at a young age, in their early 20s, and many of them staying on until they died, sacrificing their life to teach others. That also inspired me, and probably could be one of the factors that motivated me to become a monk. And then later there were doubts about the Catholic religion when I was in Form 6, and so I left religion, and then I went to the university for 4 years, and during that time I had no interest in religion. But when I started to work as a young engineer at the age of 23, university mate influenced me to investigate Hinduism, which I did for about 4 years. But I was not really serious. So in my young days, as a young engineer, it was sort of a life of wine, women and song. And many people, I have not revealed to many people that at that time I joined the Naval Volunteer Reserve Force, and I was commissioned as an officer for a few short years until I met the Dhamma. In 1975, I was posted to Kuantan after posting to Johor Bahru and Kuala Lumpur. In Kuala Lumpur, I had an interesting period in the engineering department of the General Hospital. And then when I went to Kuantan, this spiritual yearning arose, and I went back to the spiritual path, and I investigated all the major religions of the world until I came to Buddhism in 1976. And after I came to the Buddha's teachings, I realized that I should give up some of the things that I was fond of, and so I resigned from the commission as a naval officer, and I started to be more serious. I started to take up the vegetarian practice, and surprisingly, after I came to the Buddha's teachings, I saw 5 deaths, 5 occasions of people dying. It reminds me of the Buddha saying 4 things in life that made him become a monk. I saw 5 things. 3 of the office mates died at different times. Then I saw a jet plane crash in front of me on the runway on the Kuantan Air Base. Then the worst was I saw a motorcycle being hit head-on by a lorry. And when I went to help this person, I saw his skull had opened up like a can, and he was twitching, and the white brain turned red as the blood oozed out of his brain until he died. So all these made me see the stark reality of the Buddha's teachings, that life is so impermanent. And so from there I decided to become a monk. But then I had to prepare myself because my old parents were living with me and dependent on me, so I had to provide for them. So I took a house loan. I was supposed to pay up the house loan in 15 years, but I paid it up in 4.5 years. And I left this house for my mother, and I went off to become a monk. So at the age of 29, I encountered the Buddha's teachings. At the age of 35, I renounced.